I'm gonna keep my word. I said I'm gonna do a part two. This is like a revision of the MCU, well, rather the Iron Man booster that I was testing. Made some tweaks. While the suits that I had on for Stark or MCU Iron Man were pretty good. They weren't strictly MCU. I don't know if you noticed by looking at the roster here, but I'm like a stickler for MCU based models. This set right here is my MCU one or my MCU set one, which is just my cinematic universe collection. It's my first set of 50. I have a total of 100 MCU characters. At least that's selectable at the moment. So what I'm gonna do is select Iron Man here.
Iron Man.
In the previous video, I went through his suits and I just looked at the booster. The booster is pretty awesome, man. Gives you the ability to just change it to a ton of different suits, like a uncountable amount of suits. But I noticed majority of the suits they weren't from the MCU, so I just went in and tweaked the power style accordingly, and I switched them up a little bit so that he has the proper suits. So I'm putting the code here. Okay. All right, that's 2 codes. I'm not sure which code hits the moves for the character. Everything should be unlocked. So.
All right, time for some action.
I'm gonna jump in. I hate that loading screen.
Colonel Nick Fury.
I just hate that loading screen. All of my loading screens are MCU loading screens, and then when I get an animated loading screen like that, it bothers me. It makes me wanna. Well, I'm gonna go back and replace all of my loading screens now. I just added a mod called XG, and it's the latest one, whatever the latest one is. I think the latest one is like 1.4, either 1.4 or 1.3. I can't remember the numbers for it. But I just added EXG. So long story short, I just overhauled my game with a lot of story content, and I think it replaced a lot of my assets. It like overhauled my scripts, so it replaced all my new naming convention for my NPCs. I have to go redo that, etc., etc. There's just a lot I have to go redo over, which is my fault. I should have been paying attention. All right, so let's just test the skins here. I know it's this arrow thing that changes up the skin. I'm going to put on this blast. I don't know what the move's called, the radial blast move for the bottom part. So let's jump over to arcade mode. It's just going to switch it over to the other side. And yeah, let's just test them out. First thing I'm going to test out is a direction button. So I do the move first, tap a direction. Okay. And that looks like I call it the racetrack suit. It's actually called the suitcase suit, but I call it the racetrack suit. This is from Iron Man 2. The thing I noticed about this suit, it's really fast, and of course I didn't switch the model. I love this model, and plus it's from the MCU, so it's pretty much perfect. Let's wait for the timer to run out. All right, the timer ran out. I'm gonna try another button here. Let's try one of the face buttons. Let's do square. Okay, that's one of his marks. I don't know which mark it is. He's got too many marks. But this is definitely an MCU suit also. This is I'm gonna say this is one of the suits featured in Iron Man 3. One of the suits that was like destructible in Iron Man 3 that he never wore, but it was one of his later marks. Looks really good. Looks powerful. Alright, let's try what we just do, square. Let's do X. Okay, that's another mark. This looks low-key like the Heartbreaker, but this I'm pretty sure this mark, it's got to be somewhere around Iron Man 2. Actually, I take that back. This is from Iron Man 3 also. This is one of the destructible suits too. I've never seen Stark wear this in the MCU, but I have seen a plethora of destructible suits. So I did square, X. Let's do circle. Okay. Alright, this looks like Nightclub. This isn't Nightclub, this is clearly an MCU suit. And this is one of his later marks too. This is one of the marks that comes after Iron Man 3. Looks awesome though. I can tell by the simplistic design though, it's very close to how he looks in Iron Man 2. So what we do? Square, X, circle. Let's try a triangle. Awesome, and this is the prototype. This is definitely Mark II. It's just unpainted. So this is the suit he wore in Iron Man 1 before he painted it. Looks cool. Not sure what types of stats it has. It might have some crazy. It might be powerful actually. I like that. I can regress back to a chrome suit. And I think that's it. No, Hulkbuster. Let's try to test the Hulkbuster here. I switched out. In the previous video, I had the comic book Hulkbuster. I don't know what it's from. I want to say it's from Extremis, but I'm not sure. I just know it's a modern comic book Hulkbuster. I switched it out. I want the movie Hulkbuster. I think the movie Hulkbuster is way better, but I haven't seen it yet. So let's. Wow, look how big it gets. Oh, those sounds. Whoa. This thing is like the Juggernaut. Whoa. Oh, that was so cool. That's way better than the previous version. That should be it. So that's all of my Stark suits. I'm not going to drag the video out because this might be a 4K video. I have to upload this. And yeah, that was my test. So this is an Ironman booster I was testing out. It's really a compilation of various different boosters combined with the new booster I just found that lets me switch suits on the fly. And this has been nuts, man. As you can see, now it's all just MCU suits. That was crazy. God bless.